Hi, I'm Shane Balkham, Client Investment Director at US in Management, and welcome to my 2-minute missive. We're well through 2025, and as much as things have changed, a lot has stayed the same. The changes, we have Donald Trump's continual change for his tariff policies. Will he, won't he? What will the percentage be? Will there be another 90 days worth of grace? Also geopolitical tensions, lessening and worsening, and always that hope of a resolution at some point. But what has stayed the same? And for us, it's the concentration of the US equity market continues to be extremely high. Microsoft and Nvidia are now worth over 4 trillion US dollars each, and Nvidia itself becoming the largest ever component in the S&P 500 index at just under 8%. What's driving this market optimism at this moment in time? Well, none of the tariff effects are showing up in any data, whether that's inflation or economic growth, although we do have the US inflation numbers out today. But we are getting weakening data, particularly most recently we had weak US employment data, which prompted President Trump to sack the head of the Bureau of Labor Statistics, which is ironic because data is becoming less reliable. One of the funding cuts was to data measurements, so the US is certainly measuring less than they used to, which is going to affect the inflation data coming out down potentially. One of the things that also hasn't changed is that importance of having an assortment of asset classes within your portfolio. There's been plenty of opportunities this year for people to head to the sidelines, but if you've got a reasonably long time horizon for your investments and are appropriately diversified, this has been an excellent time to be invested. The US itself has only returned, for sterling investors, only returned less than 2% this year. That's less than global bonds. Whereas other markets such as the UK, the FTSE All-Share, has returned almost 15% year to date, showing that the importance for investors at this moment in time isn't about future rate cuts necessarily or what the inflation is going to be, but actually staying invested in a appropriate assortment of investments and over the long term. These views are my own. Before you make any investment decisions, please speak to your financial planner. Thank you.